one of the $1 million questions is, will Triple H be fired or will he leave on his own accord? Let's go with the firing first. The reason why I say this is because with Vince McMahon's allegations of sexual misconduct or other misconduct, whether it was by somebody within the company, whether it was a wrestler or some administrative staff member, female, of course, not male, but we don't know nowadays, or somebody outside of the company who was paid through company money for their hush-hush, it's hard not to see Ari Emanuel and his Endeavor people, especially at the top, come together and say, we got to get rid of those Vince McMahon people, those people that are still associated in one way or another through Vince McMahon. Yes, Vince McMahon is out. He departed from the company in one way or another. He still has shares, but he departed from an administrative CEO, chairman-like position, and he has no role with the content of WWE, with the process and the future of WWE. Yet Ari Emanuel has a problem that he has a new sponsor in the future, which is Netflix, coming in at $5 billion. He's got other sponsors that are advertising within the WWE for their Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and pay-per-view promotions. And they want to be appraised of everything that's going on. They do not want to be associated with somebody who is still associated with Vince McMahon, who's still associated with the possibility of allegations, the possibility of not knowing where Vince McMahon is within the company in the sense of creative, administrative, or something like that. So some of the top names have been Bruce Pritchard, who should get the fudge out of there. He should not be there. He sucks. Like, literally, he should not be there. He's a good guy. He's a good talent. But he should not be there just because nobody likes him because, well, he's a Vince McMahon guy. The question is now, Triple H. Will Triple H be fired? I mean, the association is so obvious. He is a son-in-law. His wife is the daughter of Vince McMahon. And he learned under Vince McMahon. He worked under Vince McMahon. And the idea is, should we fire him? Should we bring in somebody like The Rock? No, not yet. To come in and handle creative. We are paying The Rock $30 million. I don't know how much Triple H is getting. He is very good at what he does. He is a good speaker. He is has a good eye for talent. He has a good eye for storytelling. And that's very important, especially for the WWE and the way it wants to go. Should he be fired because of that? The answer is no. But should he be fired because he knew of Vince McMahon's allegations, whether it was because he worked at the WWE or he knew through Stephanie or family conversations, hey, pal, I cheated on my wife again. Ha! Yeah. No. The answer would be, what the hell would he have done? Like, literally, what the hell would he have done? He has no power within the company to fire Vince McMahon, the chairman of the board, when he was the chairman and CEO. He can go with Nick Khan and Stephanie McMahon and say, hey, you know what? We need to fire your dad. How the fudge are you going to do that when Vince McMahon has all the voting power pretty much and Vince McMahon has a majority of the shares? There's no way you could do that. You could still take him to jail. He could be found guilty and he still has stock control. I mean, he could come back after have gone to jail for like 5 years, 10 years, and still be running the WWE. He could be running the WWE from jail. Hey, pal, I'm calling collect from jail. I need you to do this for Monday Night Raw. Pal. You should see my cellmate. Yeah, that was kind of weird. But no, he shouldn't be fired. Now, here's the other question. Will Triple H leave? That's a hard question to answer. And here's why. You have a guy who's been in the company at WWE for many years, both as talent, both at creative, both in administrative management, and now as a head of talent, as a head of creation for the WWE and its new vision. The growth is going to be global. The growth is going to be gigantic. And it's going to be something that either they need to find somebody to replace him if he does leave, or they need to keep him and pay him as much money as you can. And the reason I'm saying this is because I could see him leaving because of his heart condition. I could see him leaving because of the stress. I could see him leaving because his family could say to him, hey, Paul Levesque, baby, we need you at home. It's time to hang up those boots. That would be the only reason. So, in other words, and finalizing this, Triple H should not be fired. Triple H should not leave on his own unless he has health concerns. What direction and who can come up and take over Triple H's spot if he does leave on his own or he does get fired is the next video that we're going to see in the future. Who should be the next head of creative? Let us know your thoughts in the comment area and the thoughts in Triple H. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow.